This weekend, or this week after Christmas, finally had a little bit more shop time, and I've cleared off my bench. I finished the wand stands that I made for Christmas, and I finished the tin can caddies I was making for my wife. I just put the final coat of finish on them yesterday and buffed them out today. So I'm back on the shop. Here we have the walls. There's the cross framing I'd put in before the holidays. What I did this morning was this little bit of spray foam, just sealing the rafters or the studs to the plywood sheathing and sealing that joint in the plywood that runs along the bottom. This back wall is going to get bumped out. I've got a 12-inch soffit on the outside, and I'm going to move this wall so that there's no soffit and win that extra 12 inches of depth in the shop. And hopefully that'll take up like half my dust collector or something. I'm going to tuck something in there. I'm not sure what, but I'm going to take every inch I can. That said, I want the rest of the shop kind of set up and functional to just mess on this rear wall. And right now, as you can see, the rest of the shop is far from set up and functional. So I'm back to work on this wall. And I started with that air sealing, but because this wall is going to be only temporarily done, probably for a couple years, but not forever. Unlike this wall, where you've got a double layer of polyisocyanurate giving you R40, on this wall I'm only going with a single layer. So you can see up here I've begun the single layer. And I'm just laying them across, and I will fill in this gap with spray foam. I'm still going to go for an airtight assembly. I didn't want air leakage in that plenum behind the insulation, so that's why I did this spray foam back here. So that's now airtight, and I'll go with this single layer of polyiso. It's 3.3-inch polyiso, so it'll get me R20, and then I'll get this skinned. And then when that's done, that'll basically bring, well, when that's done, then I have to do all this wiring. Putting the outlet boxes is really all it is. The wiring's all dragged and set up. So I got lots of boxes like this to fill out. But when that's done, that'll be phase 1 of the shop renovations finished. And then I think I'm going to jump right to phase 1.5, which is the floor. Since I already have all of this crap pushed against the side, and this stuff over here will either get used in this wall or get dragged out of here. That's my leftover polyisocyanurate. So I believe I will probably do the floor next before I start setting everything up. I don't want to set everything up and then have to do the floor. So anyway, that's where the shop stands now. I'm going to get back to work and hopefully get the insulation for this wall roughed in today. Here I am done for the time being. I got these last couple pieces in. I filled it along the wall. I've got one last little rip to go up there and the top to do, but I think that'll be it for now, at least. Maybe for the day. I frankly have felt much better than I do now. And I think this is at least a visible change that I can stand back and appreciate that I've done something in here. So I feel okay about that. And it's vacation, so we're going to call it a day. That's where the shop stands right now.